Today I'm going to show you our Stronguard Configurator and how to configure your machine guarding for your needs. The first thing I do is I'm going to go to the SwivelLink website, swivellink.com. I'm going to click on the Products tab, and I'm going to go to the Guarding Configurator. And you have to have a login account in order to do this. If you don't have a login account, it will ask you to create one, and in a matter of minutes, you'll be able to create your own configuration. So the first screen that comes up is you need to know what the area of the guarding you're trying to work with. So I'm going to draw a wall at 15 foot. I'm going to use the key at the bottom to determine the angles to draw my configuration. I'm going to start at the bottom right, and I'm going to draw a line from the bottom right over 270 degrees. And as you can see, you can choose the angle in 15-degree increments from 15 all the way down to 360. So my first wall is going to be 15 feet at 270 degrees. And as you can see, it drew a line from this point to this point at 15 foot. I'm going to draw a second line, and I'm going to take that up 180 degrees, there again using the key. And draw another line. So let's draw on line 1 and line 2. I'm going to draw another wall, and I'm going to do 15 feet 2 inches. I'm going to save and add. You always want to save and add to save the previous wall. And as you can see, an error message appears that says link has to be a multiple of 4 inches or greater. So that 2 inches, I can either change that to a 4 and it creates a wall, or I can take that out and it gives me just a 15-foot wall. But it will give you an error message, so you just have to play with the number of inches by a couple of inches, either plus or minus. And then my final wall, wall 4, is going to be drawn at 360 degrees, because I want a line drawing straight down. Now I have a rectangle of guarding. There again, save and add a wall so that the last wall is always empty. It's saved all the previous walls. I'm going to hit next. And at this point, I can add some features into my configuration. I can do a swing door. I can do a sliding door. I can do an opening, or I can do light curtains. I'm going to do a swing door. I'm going to do 2x2 mesh. Now our width of doors are 36 inches wide and 48 inches wide. Those are the only options we currently have. The dimensions are actually from the center of the post to center of the post, not the actual door opening. So I'm going to do a 36-inch swing door on wall number 1. And I'm going to put that 0 inches from the edge of the post. I hit tab to get to that delete square, but I'm going to save and add. Now I'm going to add a sliding door. There, I think I'm going to do a 1x1 mesh. I can intermix them any way I'd like. I'm going to do a 48-inch wide door, and I'm going to put that on wall number 4. So I've got a door on wall number 1 and a door on wall number 4. But I want to make that 12 inches from the side, from the post. And it doesn't matter if it's from this side or this side. As long as I want 12 inches, it'll pick one side or the other. I'm going to save and add an option. And as you can see, it's now saved these two. So I've got a swing out door on side number 1 and a sliding door on side number 4. I'm going to go next. Now I have to decide the height of my panels. So I can either do 48 at the top and a 30 or 36 at the top, or I don't have to have any top panel. But I'm going to go ahead and do a 48. At the bottom, I have the choice of 48 or 36. For this exercise, I'm going to do a 36, and I'm going to choose a 2x2 mesh. I could do 1x1 or polycarbonate. It doesn't matter. It's what you want. Now I'm going to hit calculate. So what that did is it took wall number 1 less a 36-inch wide door, and it gave me the largest panels possible for the least amount of posts. So I've got a 96 panel, a 48-inch panel, and a 36-inch door. On wall number 4, I've got a 48-inch door, but I've also got 12-inch panel because I wanted that from the post 12 inches. So the rest of the wall gave me a 48 and a 12. Now let's say wall 2. I want to change that to a 48 because I want to run a conveyor underneath one of the panels. It shows me that the remaining length of wall that doesn't have any panels is 48. So I can add a 48-inch panel, and I can actually remove the bottom panel to run a conveyor out the bottom. If I hit recalculate again, it goes back to the original calculations that it came up with when I first started. Still having the door on wall 1 and a door on wall number 4. So I'm going to go next. And since I have doors, I have options I can add. I can either add more post panels, swing doors, sliding doors, brackets, light curtain mounting, but I want to add some interlock door brackets. So I choose interlock door mounts, and now I can choose from the following options. The first option is a left-hand sliding door with the latch not included in case you want to add an interlock, an electrical interlock. The second option is for a right-hand sliding door kit without an interlock system. The third option is a left-hand sliding door that has a pull handle and a spring latch. The fourth option is a right-hand sliding door kit that includes this handle and a spring latch. The fifth option is for a swing door right or left that does not include an interlock in case you want to use an electrical interlock again. And then the last option is for a right or left swing door that has a handle and a slam latch. So I'm going to choose that last option for my swing out door on wall number 1. And I'm going to choose a quantity. I hit tab, save and add. Now I also have a sliding door. And so I'm going to have a sliding door interlock mount. I'm just going to make it a left-hand door with no latching because I want to use an electrical interlock that I'm going to supply. Quantity 1. And it gives me my part numbers here of what the latch kits are. Save and add an option as always. So let's save these options. I'm going to hit next. There's a note that says panel width and overall sizing on the configurator are nominal. If critical sizing needs to be achieved, it is suggested you download the CAD file for exact dimensions. And what that is basically saying is your panels and doors are from center of post to center of post. So I'm going to hit agree to this. And as you can see, it generated a bill of materials with all of the panels that I need, the number of posts that I need, the doors that I requested. So I've got my 36-inch swing out door and my 48-inch sliding door, all of the hardware to mount the panels and doors, anchor bolts, my 2-door interlock kits, and it's the same part numbers you saw on the previous page, and then the packaging shipping pallets. It does not include shipping costs. This is just the cost of the packaging crates that we are using to ship your order out. It also gives you the retail costs at the bottom. So for this particular exercise, your costs would be $4,054.85. If everything looks right, if you see all the doors are there and it makes sense that the posts are right, we're going to hit confirm, and it gives you a configuration number. The configuration number for this is SG115456. Now, you can use this configuration a month later. You can use it 2 months later, 6 months later, a year later. If the pricing is changed, it will automatically update the pricing whenever you call this configuration up. The configuration will stay. You will not need to reconfigure this. There is also no editing. Once it's created the configuration, you can't go back and change it. You have to start a new configuration. So you could hit export here, and it will let you open a PDF file that has all of the panels. It has the post, it has the doors, it has all of the hardware, the interlocks, and the packaging, and then again, your cost. And that's how you use our configurator. So once you're ready to order, you can order it from your distributor under the SG115456 or whatever your configuration number happens to be. And then your distributor will order from us that same part number instead of having to list out all the different panels and posts and doors and interlocks. You have one number that you order, making it pretty simple for you and your distributor to acquire Stronguard machine guarding. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, please contact your distributor for more information.